This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll set up a throw, escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Well, the Eagles will go with an extra DB here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Kendricks with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Let's go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And the 6'6" Beckham had a touchdown, his second of the season against Seattle.
I think as the season goes on, you'll see more and more performances similar to the one we saw this past Sunday in Seattle for Dorial Green Beckham. You mentioned 6'6", ability to run really, really fast. That gives a quarterback confidence to throw the ball in his area. He should come down with it. For a guy who went to college as a quarterback, Ryan Matthews has turned into quite the power runner. If he can only stay healthy, well, his numbers would be huge, I think. His
numbers so far, 2 times over 1,000 yards with the Chargers, 5 years there now in his second year with the Eagles. Wentz to throw on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
Green 39.
And that is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Darren Sproles. Now 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Leotis McKelvin. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks.
Oh, top.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
On second down, Ryan Matthews. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dorial Green-Beckham, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And he's able. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Trying to shoot under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Benny Logan in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Surveying the field. He's got a man complete. That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. Well, let's pivot for a second. Before the game, you and I were discussing the game's over in London, then this past Monday, the game down in Mexico City. The whole international series, what have you thought of the concept?
Well, I think the concept is a terrific one in terms of spreading the game to places that we haven't really been before and trying to get a foothold and an anchor. I think players like the cultural aspect of it of, hey, being in a different spot and, wow, these people really receive us. But let's face it, this game in Mexico City, I think the NFL wants to make it an annual, and I think that they probably will.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Vinny Curry in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to fourth down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity. And he's going to have to eat this one. As down he goes. And partner up. Not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and looking there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. There's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to...
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Terrell McClain coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz call and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there. Let's just go ahead and get back to that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up the pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished on the play.
There's something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect. This to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And on that last drive, Went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit him.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Back to throw. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Finding time. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to fire. And got his man complete. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got time. He's going to take another shot here. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And that'll bring up second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their big-bodied receiver, 51 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
Yeah, you heard it, right? You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, they can just tighten.
That's what they want to do, tighten down everything they're doing, and it maybe explode at the right time.
And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now Wentz. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So they're operating away. Decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Second down following the incompletion.
I hope I don't sound...
And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Play action to Sproles. Wentz. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Matthews, 29 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially one team, a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now, after the touchdown, it's at the 23-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it here. He'll rifle this. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now back to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here. They'll throw now on the final play. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
This is a
real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, and now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Cowboys now. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad. but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders, as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Wentz on third down. He's got time in the pocket. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Fielded just inside the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle it, and that's caught inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38. One man in the backfield, Elliott. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is taken in at the 5. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Cowboys are set up now with a 1st and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Kendricks in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
Out of the Wildcat, a wide receiver carry. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they gave it a shot. Quarterback sneak. Not able to get it.
No, but if you're going to call a QB sneak on 3rd down, you draw it up to get it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Maybe they were thinking 4-down territory.
He'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt.
Well, you know, that incompletion gives me a second to tell you the partner. It's Thanksgiving week, and gosh darn it, I'm thankful for you.
Oh, listen to you.
Yeah.
You're awfully good. Look, truthfully, I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for this opportunity for us. Thankful for the Madden franchise and all the people who play it. Because without them, we're not sitting here right now. And we certainly hope that they're all happy. a great Thanksgiving. And, of course, we're thankful for our great men and women in uniform.
Absolutely. Well said. Happy Thanksgiving to all. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He was looking for Dorial Green-Beckham. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. Back now in Arlington, it's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Donnie Jones now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taking it about the 36.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
Now it's Sproles. Oh, little 360. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8.
There he goes right side. Past the 20.